Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to the next week of the UCL. This time I'm playing Cuddle of Death, coach of the Tulsa Talonflames. I, of course, am PokeaimMD, coach of the Bronx Beartics, and let's just get right into it. So, let's write down what she brought. Volcanion, Donphan, Florges, a Selgor, Thunderous, and Uxie. Alright, so she has Stealth Rock, obviously, and she might have Spikes on the team. I already talked about this team when I built it with CVB and Tony. Big shouts to them. Also, shoutouts to Mo for making my team for me. But we already talked about what we would always lead off with, and that would be my Garbodor, no matter what, to get up my T-Spikes as quickly as possible. That's just going to be the game plan right there. It looks like... Based on her team, it looks like she hates switching in to Kyurem, and I love that. She did not bring Bisharp or Tauros, so that's great. I actually prepped for them a ton. But no matter what she leads off with, it actually turns out to be the Selgor. We should be good to go versus that. So I'm going to get my T-Spike no matter what. She can't really touch me. Like, truthfully, she cannot touch me. She could U-turn, she could get up her own hazards. I mean, I do have Defog in the back, and I'm hoping to actually catch that Donphan with the Power Herb Solar Beam. So, once I get up my my one Toxic Spike, that one layer of Toxic Spike, I'm going to be clicking Acid Spray. What? I'm going to be clicking Acid Spray, trying to hit the Donphan upon switch in. She could go immediately into Donphan, but either way, I do pressure the Rapid Spin as she chooses to go for Spikes. Which makes sense right there. The T-Spike is now up, however. Very, very good. Very, very good. And I can just go right for the Acid Spray. Drop that special D. It is Spikes of Selgor. It might be lead Spikes of Selgor. She does choose to go for Spikes. So Spikes. Not sure if it's actually... Not sure, like, necessarily if she's just the same set that I always use, but... Which is just the final Gambit set. She could be. But either way, she's more than likely going to get up all 3 layers of Spikes. I do have Defog, so I'm not too worried. I'm assuming she's going to get up 3 layers of Spikes right now. Which I don't necessarily mind. Because, again, I do have a fast Defogger, and it can Defog versus the majority of her team. As she does go right for the final Gambit. Ooh. So... I'm assuming Donphan is going to come out, but she only has 2 layers of Spike up, which again, I'll be able to defog those away as the Selgor is down. So we're already up 6-5, however, we're like at 2 HP. I'm assuming she's going to go out to Donphan now to Rapid Spin away my hazards. But that might prevent her from getting up rocks. Yep. There is the Donphan most likely. And we're just going to Power Herb Solar Beam this thing. It's already Toxic. This is the only thing I really needed poisoned. Because I do have Toxic on the rest of my team. So I'm not too worried about this. We're just going to click the Power Herb Solar Beam. If she does go for the Ice Shard, that's completely fine. But as you can see, the Solar Beam is going to come out. It's not going to be able to knock her out. Unfortunately, the plan was to obviously hit her with Acid Spray first. However, if she's not Assault Vest, this will do enough to the point where if she has Rapid Spin, she takes my Aftermath, and Donphan will go down right there. So, there he is. Aftermath is going to happen, and goodbye, Donphan. So, I'm automatically up. Automatically up. 5-4. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Huh. I kind of just want to go out into my Tangrowth and click Knockoff on no matter what comes out. However, I think Flagon is just a better play because it does give me the momentum, obviously. She could go Uxie, however, I'm going for Defog if she goes Uxie, getting rid of her Spikes. I think we just got rid of her Stealth Rocker as well. So that was absolutely amazing. I did it, guys. CV Tony, even though we didn't get to prevent the Rapid Spin, obviously... the Toxic only hits Florges and Volcanion, both of which I can actually just knock out regardless. or even toxic with my both of the ways I can just toxic with my Manaphy, regardless of what they want to do. So I think Flygon is the best play. Best case scenario for me, she goes Uxie, and I can just go right for the defog and get rid of those spikes. Not that they're too threatening for me. Alternatively, I could have went out into my Tangrowth right there. But I think Uxie was just a better play. Or excuse me, I think Flygon was just a better play because I am Choice Scarf. And I do have the Stone Edge to be able to deal with Thundurus as well. So Nimbus, it is her Thundurus. I'm not sure if she's actually Choice Scarf. Then again, if she is Choice Scarf, it's a lot easier to deal with. She could be Scarf. Hidden Power Ice does knock me out if she is Scarf. However, Stone Edge does 90 to 107, and I think I really want to bank off that roll because this is probably the biggest threat to my team. I'm going right for that Stone Edge. If she is Scarf, completely fine by me. I can play around. I literally just get to go out into my my Kyurem Black after, if she is Scarf right now. And if she's not Scarf, I get to hit this thing with a Stone Edge, potentially knocking it out. Again, assuming I hit. And I literally have Flygon for this. So again, while spikes are very annoying, I'd rather be able to potentially knock her out with the Stone Edge right here. And if it is Scarf, it's easily, or it's not easily, but it's dealt with in a better manner. We do connect with the Stone Edge right there. We are Adamant Choice Scarf. As I said, we did have a chance to knock her out, and we are able to knock out the Thundurus. Oh, great. Biggest threat to my team, straight up gone. Potential Nasty Plot Thundurus. The roll was 90 to 107%. So it was actually like a 50% chance to OHKO. Literally a 50% chance to OHKO. And we even landed the Stone Edge on top of that. So Fizz automatically coming through right now. Absolutely beautiful right here. And Volcanion is still a threat. No matter what. Volcanion is still a threat. And Uxie can definitely still do some work. If she does choose to go Florges, my immediate switch is Tangrowth. I think no matter what she wants to do, my immediate switch is Tangrowth because I can click knockoff. Because I don't want to go directly into my Aggron pre-Mega and get hit with like an HP fighting or something. Or HP ground. And even though the 2 layers of spike are up, I will gladly trade her Donphan for my CTC. Not only did we trade her a Selgor, but also her Donphan. Straight up dead. Beautiful. Beautiful. I couldn't have asked for a better turn, honestly. And I was even able to get up the Toxic Spike just in case Donphan wasn't able to spin. Obviously, having that T-Spike up for Volcanion, putting it on timer, because I'm pretty sure she was able to Rapid Spin. Because even though she died to Aftermath, I don't think that that activates after her T-Spike went away. I'm sorry, guys, it's a little bit late, so I'm not paying the most attention. That's my fault. I had to, it was a family emergency earlier on, and we're playing later, so thank you so much to Cuddle of Death, by the way. Thank you so much, Kristen. I appreciate your, kindness in waiting for me. Volcanion is going to come out. Oh, okay, that's the way it works. Perfect. I wasn't 100% sure that the Aftermath would block the Rapid Spin. I know Iron Barbs does, but I didn't know that Aftermath did it right there. So Volcanion is automatically put on a timer. There's like one mon to go out into, and that is my Manaphy 100%. I was thinking about Tangrowth, but the fact that it's already poisoned means that Manaphy does stall it out. And Manaphy is already physically defensive, so we'll find out based on this hit what it is. If it's Scarf, it doesn't do a KO. That looks to be Specs or a crit. That's definitely Specs. But potentially a Specs high roll. Or just Modest Scarf. What? Okay, she might be Modest Scarf. Well, either way, the 1 poison turn does put her in range of my next attack. I'm going to go for Rest right here. Because poison hit her first, so... Okay, no. What? Okay, that was weird. I thought it would hit me first, but I go for Rest because I can stall her out of a few more. I cannot be burnt. I'm all the way back at full. And as she switches out, 1, she has a chance to miss, and 2, if she does switch out. That's either Modest or... Because the thing is, I'll show you the calc right now, or I'll say the calc as we are going for it. Manaphy, Beartics, Volcanion. It's definitely not Scarf if it's doing that little. Specs if it's doing that little. Again, it could be a roll. It's definitely not Timid. Though It's hard to say because I'm also timid myself. Well, not timid, but I have the EV spread to outspeed timid, I should say. So let me calc this Steam Eruption, because it might actually just be timid specs. Yeah, it is timid specs. Okay, that's timid specs. We're looking based on the damage, so obviously I can just burn off a turn right here, or either that or E-Belt high roll, but I'm pretty sure it's just timid specs. She does get it. No, she just gets a higher roll right there. Either way, again, the poison damage puts this thing in range of earth power from my it puts it in range of earth power from my Kyurem Black, so I should be okay. Just to click rest again. Obviously, I'm not going to wake up this turn. Again, Steam Eruption does have the option or the ability to miss, excuse me, and but it's doing a ton of damage, obviously, right there, and she was able to knock me out. But at least I was able to put her 100% in range of the earth power from my Kyurem Black. Yeah, and I can safely just go right out to Kyurem right now and just click that earth power. Yeah, because even if it's Calm Mind Uxie, unless it's Rest Talk, even if it was Rest Talk Calm Mind, I beat Manaphy. But Kyurem Black can definitely come in and click Earth Power. Uxie doesn't avoid it because I am, of course, Uxie doesn't avoid the Earth Power because I am, of course, my ability, Terravolt. So it breaks through that. Well, Canyon 100% goes down to Earth Power at the percentage it is at. And also, I don't really fear Florius unless I see specs on it. What is Nut? Okay, Nut is the Uxie. That's cool. Let's see how much this Earth Power does and what damage we see. We do see leftovers on this thing. I don't really mind getting T-Waved, but I don't necessarily want to be T-Waved. Yeah, I'd rather just go right out into my Tangrowth and just click knock off on whatever comes out. Whether it be Volcanion or Uxie. Because even if it's Calm Mind, we do weaken it enough with the knockoff to put it in range of Outrage plus Dragon Claw. So it is Stealth Rock Uxie. Great to know. SR. SR! So it might have been Assault Vest, not Assault Vest. It might have been maybe Custap Talonflame, I'm not sure. But we will be able to knock off an item right here, making it a little bit easier. The fact that we see Stealth Rock, actually, if she goes for her own knockoff, which I don't mind. Yeah, just getting rid of this thing's leftovers, getting rid of its recovery as well, making it easier for Kyurem to deal with it. And let me just calc my Tangrowth versus Volcanion. Power Whip does 37 to 45%. We're definitely clicking Power Whip right here, no matter what. A Signal Beam is going to come out. Ooh, that's really cool. That's not going to be able to knock me out, though. I'm specially defensive as hell. As we do land our Power Whip, nice. And that does so much damage because we unfortunately do get a crit. And that will allow me to go right for the knockoff right here. And knockoff will be able to knock out Uxie. Well, it'll be close to knocking out Uxie. Because even if this doesn't knock it out, I get to bring in Kyurem anyway. I guess she could confuse me as she actually ends up confusing me. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we break through. We do not break through, unfortunately. I just go for knockoff again. Yeah, Signal Beam is able to knock us out. So, knockoff. Signal. If I had U-turn, I would definitely go for it, but unfortunately my Flagon is lacking U-turn right here. But I can go right out into my Kyurem and just click the Ice Beam. I'm taking Stealth Rock and Hazards though. Ooh. Florges will be poisoned though, which means it will be 2-hit KO'd. We'll click Ice Beam right here. She could be faster, but that would require a significant amount of investment on this Uxie. And the best thing she could do to me would be to T-Wave. Nothing else would knock me out. Not even Hidden Power Fighting. Not from Uxie. Uxie's very, very weak. But the Hazards are definitely something I should have thought about defogging. However, I think the rest of her team is so slow that I don't necessarily have to. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Like, I feel like the rest of her team is so slow that I don't have to. And the fact that this Uxie is so low as well, even if it comes down to, like, let's say I bring in Flagon, right, on Volcanion and I click Earthquake and she doubles out to Uxie, because Volcanion is already poisoned and on a timer, she won't be able to switch around between that. And I can just go right for the Ice Beam right here. Pick off Uxie, goodbye. Obviously, I do have the Earth power to knock out the Volcanion as well. And I will click 100% Iron Head versus the Florges. I guess we could flinch it, which I wouldn't want to do. Why is this thing named Florges? Okay. But it will be poisoned upon switching, which means the Iron Head 100% 2 KOs. What if it's Scarf Florges? That'd be funny. I don't think that'll make a difference. But let's see. Are you Scarf Florges? But obviously I have the Iron Head. She could try and Calm Mind up. I think that might be her only way of winning. Or maybe doubling into Volcanion, trying to predict my aggron I want to come out, or just going right for the Hidden Power Fighting or Hidden Power Ground. Though obviously if you had Hidden Power Fighting, I think this would be when you go for it. So that's two plays. She has Moonblast, she has Calm Mind, and she has a double onto Volcanion. Either way, I go right for Iron Head 100%. And it's going to do a hell of a lot. Yep, 50%. And we unfortunately end up flinching the Florges. Now, the thing is, after poisoning, I 100% went out to Aggron right there, and I just clicked the Heavy Slam. But that really just sealed the game. Beatdown is just coming through right now. That flinch sucked. She would have been able to knock me out. She couldn't have stalled me out, obviously, because of the poison wearing her down completely. But I am able to knock her out with the second Iron Head. And her last is the Volcanion. And even if it's like randomly Scarf, which it's not, because Manaphy was faster, I do have the Earth power to be able to knock that thing out 100% of the time. And that will be game. So definitely an interesting game. The Volcanion just hit so hard. That might have been modest specs, because that hit my Manaphy so hard. But Earth Power will be able to knock it out, and we are able to get the victory 3-0 versus the Tulsa Talonflames. So that Iron Head flinch definitely sucked. And based on that calc, she was definitely physically defensive. However, I could easily go out into my Aggron and just go for a Rock Slide from there. And Rock Slide, Mega Aggron. I'm pretty sure my Rock Slide. Yeah, Rock Slide does 43 to 51 to Volcanion upon switching, and it was poisoned, so that was 100% knocking it out, unless she was running like max HP on it. And even then, even if she was running max HP, which I guess is definitely an option, I still had a chance with the potential roll. But yeah, we are able to come through versus the Tulsa Talonflames. Good game, Kristen. Guys, definitely go ahead and check her out. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and I will see you guys next week. So goodbye, friends. Cue the outro.